I might be shiny for this one, that's okay. So I'm recording this actually in between my lessons. I'm trying to do this as fast as humanly possible because I'm limited on time. What we're going to be looking at today is putting together a little merch box. I got the inspiration from Bacon Bits on Instagram and I really wanted to try it out. What I ended up getting was one of those deep frame picture frames, and it came with a bunch of little pins and all that cool stuff. I got some LEDs. I put together a really quick version of it because I had to run to a gig like immediately the day that it arrived. So I'll kind of show you the original version, what it looked like when we had it set up as a duo. I have yet to break it out for the full band gigs yet, but that'll happen in no time here. Not too bad. All right, so this right here is kind of what I was using. I'll show like a little picture of our merch board because I got it and then threw it together as fast as possible. I don't actually have a colored printer. I colored that in myself with my markers. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of revamp this a little bit. Shout out to Bacon Bits for the idea. I totally fell in love with it and thought I'm gonna make it my own. So here we go. Let's start by putting in my new sign. So I printed out a new sign. Print out some new signs because we actually are able to accept both cash and card. I have a little Squarespace device, so I can do tap on my phone, or they can insert the card for my Squarespace device too. And I've got the merch picked out with the actual prices themselves. I kind of base the prices off of like, you know, what shipping costs and the overall like manufacturing costs, you know, allowing us to have like at least a little bit of profit to help support the band, which is good, but also not like overcharging for anything either. So we got this guy over here, video there, and then I kind of got these. So I you know, we have a QR code to Apple Music, QR code to Bandcamp, and now one to Spotify. I couldn't find the symbol for Spotify anymore on Canva, so that is basically what we have there. Okay, so I don't mind doing the same type of thing where like in the corner here, we just have like the out Seer. Here's our music, there's our social media. I think I might color these in with some markers pretty quickly here. There it is. I printed out two because I don't like how I did that one. That's not great, so I'm probably gonna redo it when I'm not in a rush. I'm actually recording this in between my lessons today, so I'm kind of short on time. Anywho, so we got all this sorted out here. We got the information. I might cut this up into something nicer because already this is taking up like a lot of space. So let's put the merch in here. Let's pin it down and let's put some LEDs in there as well. This is what I got so far. So people can find our social media, Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, all with different QR codes dedicated to them. We have like our little business card that we have up there because I don't know what to put up there quite yet. We have our CD kind of an angle. I have all the pins in place because this thing will fall if you don't secure it down. This guy, you know, is able to use only one little pin for him. The pick, a bit tougher, but you know, we got him to fit in a-okay. Then we have our cash and card, prices for everything, and just some merch as well. So altogether, it doesn't look too bad. I thought about having the CD closer to the bottom, which I still might do, but it's fine up there for now. Let's test it. We got some of these guys. Yeah, not too bad. That's staying up okay. Good. Okay. Next thing I am going to do is grab the LED lights. So I got this little LED light pack from Amazon, I think. So we'll see how that will look. It took me a quick second, but there we go. Mostly got the LED strips in. They're kind of bubbling up in a little bit there, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna put the batteries in the little packet here. I'm probably gonna pin this down a little bit more, and then yeah, we'll check it out. Look at that. Look at that. yeah. That looks friggin' awesome. Look at that. Let's see this standing up. Block the light out. Oh, I'm so excited. That is awesome. We're gonna bring this to every friggin' show. Heck yeah. I love that. I also actually include like a little email sign up clipboard in case people actually want to write their email down, which is handy to get a hold of folks if they're interested in, you know, going to more shows, or if we have any new music out, we can let them know. But yeah, I put a business card in there because there's a little bit of dead space. I wanted to actually fill it in, and it's exciting. I can't wait to actually, you know, break it in and use it at one of our shows. I wish we had this a little earlier during the summer, but I just didn't have time to put it together until now. And trying to get all I can in before I have to run to my next lesson. Relatively inexpensive. If you get everything cheap or used, you can go to a thrift store. So we're sending out some CDs, selling them at some of our shows. So it's been an exciting time for us to finally release an album as we wind down for the fall, because we were doing shows every weekend throughout the summer, almost 2 times a week, a lot of traveling, and we're all pretty tired by the time September rolled around, that we just kind of are taking a little mini break from performing, but we're also writing for a new album at the same time, so it's not much of a break, just less travel. We got that thing ready right there for when we are ready to gig again. If in the middle of recording we're heading to, you know, another show, we're gonna bring that along. It's lightweight too. The front is not glass, it's like a plastic. It'll get a bit scratched. I'm not concerned about that though. I used to actually use like a little picture frame or a diploma frame for our duo gigs, for when I wanted to put like the QR codes and everything from before, but it was glass, so when we packed everything up, it would actually break. And I remember opening up our little like baggie of, you know, merch goodies and my little amplifier, batteries, all of that, and there's just broken glass in there from the picture frame finally breaking, and I was like, oh no! So I opted for a plastic option now, and I'm really happy I have that going on. So thank you. I hope it helps, if this, you know, helps give people some inspiration. Again, I'm totally copying this from Bacon Bits, so you can copy as well. And yeah, so we got our stickers that we've had for a little bit. The band and I were plastering them everywhere that we could. So if you see them around, that's probably from us. We went as far down as Seattle and Portland. CD, obviously, we got a few printed for that because we wanted some mementos from the album and some merch to sell properly at shows. And then the picks were a gift from our drummer, so they're actually like my own signature picks. I might be getting a different version later on, but I like them. They're quite fun. And yeah, so hopefully this is helpful for you. I have to go do some prep for my next few lessons here, and I'll catch you on the